Hey everybody, so welcome to the channel. So 2 days in a row, the market has just continued to rise upwards, except for the Dow. It's a little off a little bit. But other than that, both the SPY and the QQQs are really up a little bit today, but still it's an up day. But I myself, sorry, I had a frog in my throat. And no, as far as the market goes, I didn't panic when everything was crashing and everything like that. I sold a lot of my bonds and some fixed income, and I bought the S&P, a lot of the S&P. I didn't get quite the bottom, but the whole point of this talk is basically that yeah, when everybody is fearful, now is your time to be greedy. So the last couple of weeks was that perfect time. Not saying it might not be the full bottom. Who knows? It could be the bottom, or we may have another leg down like in the next couple months. But I think it's a good bottom for the S&P at least. And so I think I got those right pretty much for hitting that SPY, getting in the SPY when it was dropped down 10%. It wasn't a 25% drop or anything like that. It just 10% was good enough. So I think that's a fine entry. We don't have really those tariffs and everything like that. I really don't think they're really like a COVID or anything like that, or something major that could really hit the market in like one big swoop, 25%. But it's, who knows? Like the point is, I don't think that it's going to be one of those major drops. I think we already had it, and it's just a V shape that's going to happen going forward. So if you got in, great, but it's in the early stages of really making its comeback. So crypto and a lot of stocks are slowly making their comeback, but like I'm saying, it's still in the early beginnings of that bounce. There really wasn't like a ton of news, but I think the market is kind of factoring that like Trump may be at the end of these tariffs and all that um, talk and all that. But I think we'll be fine. But yeah, like I'm saying, the Nasdaq is up today, and then the S&P is up, and the Dow is down a little bit. The Russell and VIX are down a little bit. But there's some news on housing, and just I think that the main reason for the bounce is I think people are Trump to lighten his tariff talk, so and that'll be positive for the market. And also, maybe we'll see another rate cut in the summer or something like that. So I think that's the whole reasoning behind why we're getting a bounce. Some people are still talking about recession into 2025, and it could. I think there's a more than you think. There's a lot more layoffs than people really see. That the job market. I think its job market is worse than a lot of people are showing and all that. But you always have to, no matter what, you have to, when things are fearful, now's the time to you got to be greedy, not the other way around. When some people freak out and they sell their position, like I've known some people during COVID, they did that instead of buying the dip, and that's the time to really do it when it's really down. But yeah, that's my 2 cents there on the markets. I really don't have. I'm still just DCAing into Palantir is the main one I'm DCAing into, and then Lucid and a few others. But really on the market, you had to. You can't you don't have a time machine or anything like that, but you can. It was really a great time too, to really to get in and buy the S&P or Nasdaq or Dow. But the S&P is the easiest one to do because they have like the 500 the best American companies in there. So what can you go wrong with that? You're not going to have to worry about that. But yeah, that's my take here. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe, and not a financial advisor or anything like that. It's just my opinion. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.